Welcome to Thorough Talks 215. I'm your host, E, with my co-host, Brown. Talk to him.
What it do, my brother? What's going on, man? It felt like a long time. What's going on?
Nah, it hasn't been that long, Brown. Everything's good. Everything is, cool. We chilling.
Tranquilo.
How are you, my friend?
I'm chilling, bro. Had a good weekend.
Nice.
Watched the games. I watched the game. Celebrated a little bit of the parade. I heard it. I wasn't really involved.
How was the Puerto Rican Day parade?
I wasn't involved.
Right.
When I was a young boy, I was, jumping on cars, acting crazy, running back and forth. I felt like that was a time you could do things like that.
Yeah.
Today's a little different. I'm a little older, so I can't be hopping off and on cars, so I fall back.
Yeah.
I just listen to the music and enjoy the atmosphere.
Scenery, right?
Yeah. All that.
There's a great scenery at the Puerto Rican Day parade. From my understanding, it was peaceful.
Yeah.
It was nice. Everybody was having a good time. Thank you to all the Boricuas that behaved like an adult.
Gracias.
You know why? Because we speak about this, man. Your reputation is valuable.
Yeah.
A good reputation can take you a long way, man. It can open doors, right? People look at you different. They treat you different. So, and not only that, you want to represent the Boricuas in a good light,
Yeah.
Feel me,
Of course,
man?
bro. Of course, man.
Did you watch the games, bro?
Yeah, I watched the game. You talking about the Birds game? Bird game. Of course I did. Great game.
I'm a little concerned, but go ahead.
The second half had me worried.
Yeah.
I wasn't seeing no action. And they were catching up.
Yeah. You know what's funny? People text me while the game's on. I got my boys, Mike Smith and Sharif. They text me. Then I get another group text of my boy Pimp and Rob. So then my dad's texting me and Chemo's texting me. Shout out to Chemo.
What up, King?
Shout out to Chemo.
What up, King?
So I got all these text messages and I told every last one of them, second half, we got to keep our foot on the gas. Let's not get too complacent. Let's not get comfortable. And what do they do, Brown, second half?
They collapsed.
No, well, yeah, I guess you could say they collapsed. But they got too comfortable, bro. And, I think we had a consecutive 3 and out from the second half on out.
Like, I don't know.
It might have been 4 or 5
bro.
a time, but we just got out of there. And kudos to the defense. They were on the field the whole second half, bro.
Yeah, I know, but even dumb, like they was letting them score.
Yeah, you know what happens, bro? Adjustments. And the best teams make the right adjustments at the right time. And I think kudos to Tampa Bay. They're a hell of a team. And, Bowles made the adjustments. And I think we just didn't have an answer to his adjustments. But what was killing us was the penalties, bro.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was some weird-ass
the
penalties,
Cooper
bro.
he did the Iverson. You can't do the Iverson, the step over.
He just stepped over him. It's football, bro.
Football has gotten soft, bro.
Too soft.
Football's gotten soft.
Too soft.
It's gotten to the point where it's embarrassing, bro. It's embarrassing.
I would understand taunting and
in their face and doing the muscle and all up in their face and cursing and I get that, but what Cooper DeJean did wasn't taunting him. I guess that's what they view it as a taunt.
Yeah, they just ain't like what was going on. Even with the what was the interception that he made too, and they called it back?
I think they called that did hit the ground. He didn't have full control. Yeah. He didn't have full control. I think the NFL. The NFL is trying to go global. They want to clean it up. At all, they're not going to stop until the NFL is number one over soccer, which I doubt. Soccer's big. It's too big, Pauls. It's too big around the world. But the NFL's, they're going for it, bro. They're going for it, man.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Like, that second half was just...
all right, so you have to blame somebody. Is it Perculo, whatever his name is? He's the offensive coordinator. He's new. He's young. Somebody brought this up, and I was wondering if it made any sense. Do you think the Eagles are playing possum where they don't want to show everything just yet?
I don't know about all that.
Is it a possibility?
I don't know about all that.
Or is it that he just lacks the ability to make adjustments or have even a game plan for certain games?
I can't really call it, man, because it's just weird, like the way they was in the first half.
It was beautiful.
They was bombing them. Boom, boom, boom. They was doing all kind of shit. And then that second half, you didn't see them no more. But this is the only problem I said. Okay, they already did their scoring. That second half, our defense didn't stop them from scoring. So if they would have stopped them from scoring, guess what?
Yeah, but at the same time, your defense is on the field too long, Brown.
Yeah.
Yo, don't look when you go 1, 2, 3 and out.
Yeah, it's
4 or 5 times straight. That's what I'm saying. You got to give the defense credit that they hung in there because that Jahan Campbell interception in the end zone. Yeah, that was it. There, that was the play of the game. To my
so do you think the defense got tired in the second half?
I actually think they had enough energy. They did more than enough to keep that game close. The problem is all we needed was a few field goals to make it more comfortable. You needed 2 field goals, that game would have been extremely comfortable. But look, it's a learning curve, right? Last year, this time, we was 2-2. You remember that?
Yeah.
2-2. We look, to me, in my opinion, we look worse. We don't look great, but we're still 4-0.
4-0.
Stop crying. Don't panic. AJ Brown, he's gonna get over it.
He's good.
Are you get tired? Are you get tired of AJ Brown?
No. He don't. Listen, you know what it is with people? They're real touchy and they make up things of what they think that you write.
Right.
So somebody could read something.
But he should be tweeting, bro.
Yeah, I mean, bro, he's a football player. Like, you talking about controversy? You remember he did the same shit last year?
Yeah, he did.
And all the attention was on him.
Why can't we just keep this in the house, bro?
I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with what he said.
Nah, yeah.
He just put a little quote out there. People took it how they want, like whatever. But, the man wants to be involved.
He wants to be, and he should be involved.
If anything, you should be like, that's what's up.
But kudos to the cornerback from Tampa Bay. Dude was doing a good job. Young boy was on him.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
He was doing a good job, so.
That's A.J. Brown. You know what he's going to do. Right. So, listen, if I'm the cornerback on him, I'm on his ass.
I'm on him.
I'm on him.
You have to be, because if he gets an inch, he's going to burn you. And some games, you're just not going to be that dude. You know what I'm saying? The game shifts the way the game goes, right? So whatever the other team is throwing at you, you got to make the adjustment. We won the game.
We won the game. That's all that matters. All that matters.
We could be 0-4.
Oh, of course. A.J. Brown and Saquon.
Shayshawn.
You're going to see what's going to happen. Right. The year ain't over. Watch.
It's early.
They say he got the curse, the Madden curse.
Ooh. No,
bro.
The Madden curse is injury, so he ain't got it. Thank God.
They talking about he got the Madden curse.
Listen.
Yeah. All
right. Like, relax, easy. Also, the Philadelphia Phillies, shout out to the Phillies. We are in the playoffs.
You already know, baby.
We're waiting for the Dodgers and the Reds to get their series over. It's 1-0 to the Dodgers. They're up 1.
Who do we play if...
Well, the Dodgers, whoever wins out of the Dodgers and the Reds.
On the first round?
Yeah, well, we're waiting. So they're playing their little playoffs. They play the best 2 out of 3. The Dodgers are up. They won last night. It's 10-2, something like that.
The Dodgers, though?
Yeah, the Dodgers are good. They won the World Series.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Well, but no, we got their number. We actually play well against them. Right. They're a great team, but we're a great team too. Shout out to the Phillies. It'll be a great series if they haven't got past the Reds yet, so it's not over yet. It would be the Dodgers, and that would be a phenomenal series.
That's what's up.
That will start Saturday, I think 6:30, 6:40 or something like that. So shout out to the Phillies. Yo, it's popping. We got the Eagles, we got the Phillies, Flyers popping up soon, Sixers popping up soon. We'll see what happens with these organizations. They need to get their shit straight. All right. Yo, I want to talk about the hate that Bad Bunny is. Listen, no matter how you slice it, hear me out clearly. Bad Bunny is the #1 artist around the globe. Not the United States, not just Canada, not Mexico, not Europe, the globe. So now he's been invited to the Super Bowl, and there's this uproar. You got some people that are hating. You got a bunch of people that are happy. What's up, Brown? Why so many people hating on the Bad Bunny, the Conejo?
I don't know, bro. I'm trying to figure that shit out myself. Like, it's just bad. Like,
no pun intended.
The way they just so angry at a musician that is, like you said, global. He's worldwide. NFL is trying to get their ratings up and all that, so they're trying to involve more Latinos in it, which is nothing wrong with that.
Right.
It's
a big community that spends a lot of money. I saw a report where they were talking about trillions of dollars that the Hispanic community generates. The population's going up. Even though the immigration problem that the United States is going through and people are having an issue with this, you can't stop what's inevitable, Brown.
Nah.
And what's inevitable that the Hispanic and Latino community is rising. You're not going to be able to stop it. My thing is this. This is what I have to say about this subject. I've heard different perspectives, and I respect certain perspectives if it makes sense. I heard Jason Whitlock. You know who Jason Whitlock is? He's kind of a reporter. He used to work for ESPN. Now he does his own thing. He had an interesting perspective on why he was upset about Bad Bunny. His perspective is the religious side of it, right? He was saying, which I got a respect for him saying this.
Okay.
He's a Christian man, and he was saying, it's not that I don't like him because he's Puerto Rican. It's not that I don't like him because he's only going to sing in Spanish, or the fact that he doesn't tour in the United States because of ICE. You know, that's the reason why Bad Bunny. It was an interesting reason. He said, he wants the old fabric of how the United States was, where it was respected as far as the music, right? What the kids see, the influence that the kids see, him wearing a dress, demonic type music.
Yeah.
I understand. And he gets respect because at least he has a legitimate reason. He's going by his faith. His argument is, you're going against my faith and the country is becoming worse because you bring this man on. My argument to that is The Weeknd was on. Right, the Weeknd is demonic.
Exactly.
Right?
The Weeknd.
You had guys like Usher. You got women that dance.
Shakira.
They all dance sexually. So, did you make a big uproar then? You're not making an uproar then. You're making an uproar now. All these artists have some type of demonic something in them. They're not gospel singers. Every last one of them.
I mean, bro, let's think about this right here. When Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake was on stage, when she popped the joint out, wasn't that demonic? Wasn't kids watching?
That is an excellent point.
So it's like,
what is he talking about? So there has to be a deeper reason why. And then the crazy thing that bothers me, man, look, nothing against white people, but a lot of white people don't like it because it's a language barrier thing. I get that if that's your argument. All right. But music, let me say something to you about music. You feel it in your soul,
of course,
even if you don't know the language. Am I right or wrong, bro?
Of course, bro. There's plenty of times when I listen to other music, like reggae music. I love reggae music. But guess what? I really don't understand what they saying, but guess what? I'm like this up in the joint. Boop, boop, boop. I'm busting my shit.
Let the rhythm hit them, bro.
Like, come on, bro. It's something that, you know, the music gets to you,
I think
bro.
a lot, the problem, you know what the problem is? You lack culture, people. And the small percentage of y'all people that don't want to hear it is because you lack culture. Y te falta un poquito sazón.
Yeah. But they want to go to the island. They want to eat the food. They listen to the music over there and be trying to dance it though, right?
Sure.
Oh, it's cool when you do it over there.
When you see your wife dancing, you're going like it.
Stop it. Let's stop.
It's entertainment.
Let's all get together and love each other.
Right.
As a world.
Exactly. Not only that, it's entertainment.
Come on, man.
It's crazy to me. I've seen so many videos and people say ignorant shit like, well, you know, he's in America and he should be, you know, respecting the American rules and regulations. And, you know, this is the culture here. And then they'll say stupid shit like Puerto Rico's barely an American people. Puerto Rico has been involved and part of the United States for 125 years. I'll say it again. Puerto Rico has been part of the United States for 125 years. Maybe if you read a book, have some understanding, get some knowledge, get some education, you would know this. Instead of going on TikTok, you sound stupid. Yeah. Like, just read.
Yeah, they do that shit for clickbait.
A lot of ignorance.
Maybe
Now, this is what, I'm going to go a little deeper because this is what people don't understand. Do you know that Apple Brown is the #1 sponsor for the music in the Super Bowl?
Oh, really?
Did you know that?
No, I didn't even know that.
All right. Check out how smart, shout out to Jay-Z and Apple. Look how they strategically put this together, Brown. Check it out.
They know what they were doing.
Bro. Oh, they know what they're doing, Brown.
They know what they're doing, trust me.
Now, Apple says, okay, Jay-Z, let's sit and talk. And this is me just guessing how.
Yeah, you're putting it together.
Let's put it together, Brown. Let's figure you're Apple, I'm Jay-Z.
All right, let's go.
You call me and you say, all right, we got to figure out who can we bring on. Rumor has it they asked Taylor Swift. She wanted too much power, too much control. They say, you know what? No. Bad Bunny. So I wonder if they say, well, Bad Bunny only speaks in Spanish. His music's only in Spanish. Do you know what Apple just came out with?
Don't tell me something that translates.
Yes, they do.
No.
They got these certain earphones that translate. This is a genius plan. Let me read this for you. It's called Apple Live Translation. Is an iOS 15 feature powered by Apple Intelligence that translates conversations in real time across the message and FaceTime. It also works in person using translation app and AirPods providing spoken or text translations. The feature requires Apple Intelligence enabled phone and works for supporting languages, pairs, delivering on device process for users. right? You could turn on your automatically translate for a conversation and get real-time translation of incoming messages or music translating to respond to at your type. So you can adjust it however you like it, all right? On phone and FaceTime calls, during a call, you can enable live translation to get spoken translations of conversations on the phone app or live translation captions on FaceTime, all right? Wearing AirPods, you can start a live translation through the translation app. For AirPod users, you can hear a translation of other people's speech in your preferred language.
Yo,
bro.
that's dope.
It could be Mandarin. It could be any language.
So Bad Bunny could do it in Spanish, and I can hear it in Arabic?
Indian, Arabic.
Wow.
You can listen. Like I said, Mandarin. This is why this
is genius.
It's a genius move, bro. Like Jay-Z. You think Jay-Z's this successful because he doesn't think of these things?
That's why he's in control of what he's in control of.
Absolutely. And so now, what do you think the commercials are going to be leading up to the Super Bowl? From now to the Super Bowl?
You know how many people going to buy that stuff?
You know how many girls I've seen said, I don't care about the NFL, but I'm watching that day.
Oh, no. A lot of people, man. A lot of people, bro. A lot of people. And it's going to be a lot of Latin people who didn't watch it that are even older. Like, people, they're all going to jump on, wham, and they're going to watch it.
You got to remember when Bad Bunny...
I can imagine the ratings, man.
Oh, dude, the ratings going to be astronomical. People don't realize that in the beginning, a lot of people weren't really messing with Bad Bunny, especially the older generations. What happened with this last album? They came out.
He switched it up, man, and he gained... He's a genius, too.
He's a genius.
Sorry, he's a genius.
So Apple, Jay-Z, and Bad Bunny, that collaboration is probably going to be the biggest thing since Michael Jackson. And I think that's where a lot of the hate is coming from.
Yeah.
And not only that, I didn't realize how much hate Puerto Ricans are getting or got until now. And I'm saying to myself, wow, I must have been living under a rock. I don't get the hate personally. I don't know. I've had my experiences with racist people in my life, but it hasn't been a whole lot where it really consumed me or I had to like really say, damn. Now, because of this Bad Bunny situation, you're really showing your true colors. And it's a shame, man. It's sad, man. But shout out to all the FBAs. You know what FBA stands for?
No.
Foundational Black Americans.
Okay.
Shout out to my Black community because there's a lot of people showing love. And shout out to all the white people also that's showing love.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of Asian people.
Yeah.
Dog, people, I don't think, you're going to now realize how big Bad Bunny is.
Yeah, I mean, you remember Kendrick Lamar, though, bro. Kendrick Lamar went through the same thing.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Nobody wanted to watch him. Who is he? I don't understand him. Where is he
smashed
from?
it. And he smashed.
He did his thing.
Did his thing, man.
And look, he went through a lot of bullshit.
But my thing is... Dude, it's a little part of the Super Bowl, right?
Halftime show.
So now people are saying, oh, I want to ban the Super Bowl. Really? You're going to ban one of the greatest games on the planet, on one of the most, it should be a holiday, celebrated days. You're going to ban it because of the artist?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's low IQ to me.
But they support
low IQ.
They support Pacheco for the Kansas City Chiefs, which is Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
It is okay for him to run up and down the field and hit people and
well, but you know what I mean? It's just pure ignorance, Brown.
It's
pure
ignorance.
It's because why be closed-minded and not open your mind to other cultures, right? As you get older, don't you want to learn a little bit more about what's going on in the world? And you got to face it, the Hispanic community is growing at a rapid pace, and you cannot stop it.
They just need to chill out.
Let me read this.
He's going to do it anyway. You're going to have to watch it. Sorry. Even if they don't watch it, it's going to be all over social media.
And your girl's going to be watching. Because my man just told me he doesn't care about Bad Bunny. His wife already told him, babe, I'm watching the Super Bowl this year. You know what he said? And your
grandmom. And your grandpa.
And your neighbor.
And the dog.
And the dog. You know what he told her? He was fucking with her. He was like, babe, you got to watch the whole Super Bowl, though. She said, what do you mean? He was telling her, he was fucking with her. He said, if you don't watch the whole Super Bowl, you can't watch the halftime show.
That's funny. That's funny.
Brown, I'm going to read this to you, Brown, so people can understand where we at and where we're headed. The U.S. Hispanic population grew by 23% between 2010 and 2020, from 50.5 million to 62.1 million.
Damn.
Accounting for over half of the nation's total population growth during that decade. This group is primarily due to the high numbers of birth rates. Latinos and Hispanics are making babies. Birth rates.
It's like Casamigos.
Also, the International Migration, recent U.S. Census Bureau data shows the Hispanic population continues to be the largest and fastest growing ethnic group, making up almost 71% of the U.S. population growth between 2022 and 2023. This is why you see a lot of the racism. This is why you see ICE going crazy. A lot of this is because of population control, bro.
Yeah. They trying to dumb it down.
They wanted, well, not only that, the more people you have of one nationality, then you get the votes, right?
Yeah.
You get, power. It's all about power. Right? Politicians, all types of work. The people going to school, and so property. People buy property, and I get it. There's a group that's losing power and they're not liking it. I get that. All right. Between 2010 and 2020. Between 2010 and 2020, Hispanic population increased by 23%, which is about 5 times larger than the growth of non-Hispanics population. 5 times. You know the economic impact that brings, Brown? The Hispanic population accounts for slightly more than half, 51%. At some point, we're going to be the majority. Maybe in my lifetime, I pray that I get to see it. Total U.S. population growth. Okay. Between 2022 and 23, the Hispanic population grew by 1.16 million people, making up nearly 71% of the U.S. population.
Damn.
That's a lot.
That's a lot, Pop.
It's a lot of us. Well, they make babies, bro. That's what it's about.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Latinos, they like to get it in, bro.
Damn.
So on the contrary, the U.S. white population experience has declined for the first time in history, Brown, during the 2010 to 2020 decade. The white alone population decreased 8.6%. From 223 million to 204 million in 2020. The decline contributes to a growing U.S. population diversity. You have a lot of cultures coming in, particularly driven by increased Hispanic and Asian population. Hispanic and Asians, we got to start doing business, as well as a significant rise in people identify as multicultural. There's a lot of mixed babies too, Brown.
That's what's going on. I was about to say it.
There's a lot of mixed babies.
They're having babies with Latinos.
Yeah, there's a lot of FBAs and Latinos. The decrease is a tribute to falling birth rates. Not only that, a lot of white people are not making babies, bro. A lot of falling birth rates on the white community and a shift towards a more multi-ethnic population with projections indicating this trend will continue. You see a lot of people nowadays. It's not taboo to be with somebody from another race, bro.
Yeah.
It's not taboo.
It's different today.
You see it a lot. You know what I mean?
It's real different today.
Yeah, it's totally different.
And I love it.
Yeah, you don't have a problem with that. Neither do I.
No,
We're Puerto Rican. A Puerto Rican can have a problem with people mixing races. We are a mixed race, man, at the end of the day. Okay, so the increase of immigration has boosted the growth of other racial and ethnic groups, such as Hispanics and Asians. I said that already. Overall, the white population alone has decreased, and there is concern. Look, sometimes you can't stop what's meant to be. You understand? And if you go way back, most of this country was Mexican, bro.
Yeah.
California, Texas, right?
Tejas.
It was bloodshed for these parts of the country, bro. And guess what? Every empire, everybody that's on top, what happens in time? They fall.
Yeah.
And so, would it be better? Would it be worse? I don't know. Only time will tell, Brown. You know what I mean?
We're going to see.
We'll see. So 6 states and Washington became minority white between 2010 and 2020. And I'm wondering, and shout out to the white folks. I have so many cool-ass white friends.
Of course.
This podcast ain't to shit on no one.
No, not at all. Not at all.
The contributions that white people have done are beautiful, and they've done a lot of evil shit too. You got to hold both up, right? They've done a lot of evil shit, but they've made up a lot too. So we can't sit here in front and just shit on them, right?
Yeah.
We do live in the country, and it's better to be peaceful and respectful.
Yeah, of course.
How can we work together to make it better? The bad apples that are hating and racism, listen, man. Just go kick rocks, man. We over here trying to work with people.
I got a bunch of cool-ass white friends.
I got a bunch of them, man.
So
I know a lot of thorough-ass white people.
Yeah, I'm good.
Thorough, man. I know a lot of good people that come from different nationalities.
Of course.
And so I would never shit on none of them. But the facts do remain, Hispanics are growing quickly. Why don't you work with us? Let's do some business. You know what I mean? Let's take care of each other and live a beautiful life, bro.
Yes, sir.
Let's do it. So what's on your mind? You got anything?
What's up with the government shutdown?
Oh, well, you know what? That happens every once in a while, bro. It does. The government will always go through. It's a game. It's a tug of war.
Is that something that us as Americans should be afraid of, like that happening frequently the way it's always happening, bro.
It could turn ugly quickly. That could turn ugly quickly because they're messing with the Medicare, right? So that's really the primary problem. Yeah. They're messing with it, and this can raise costs for a lot of people, especially the older people that are not working, people that are unemployed. So it's dangerous, and we pray that the government get it right, man.
They will. They always do. They always figure it out.
They have no choice.
Crazy how it happens over and over and over. Like,
well, you know what? Because people don't get along, man. Motherfuckers don't get along. They have a lot of power, bro. They have a lot of power, and they can't figure it out. And if it was always that easy, anybody could do it. That is a tough position to be in the Senate, Congress, right? If you're a judge, if you're in that world, it's a tug of war because it's a lot of money. And it's a lot of power. Yeah. A lot of influence.
It's just crazy. Yeah.
It's sad, but it is what it is. Brown, I got a stat here this is interesting because we touch on a lot of different subjects, and this is a part of mental health. And this is something that, shout out to someone, I can't say her name, but shout out to, she knows who she is. She's always watching. When I was dating her back in the day, she would always bring this up to me about medicine. And she would always, she was always into the natural. Are you into natural
stuff? All day.
What is your experience with all that?
I go to Pen Herb like on second.
Shout out to them. Maybe they could give us a sponsorship.
Yeah, hopefully, you'll see our face in there one day.
So tell me about it.
But I go there. Of course, I do my research on a lot of like herbs and stuff that I take. Right. And I go there and I take certain supplements, like ashwagandha. Yeah. I take milk thistle because I drink.
Yeah, I need to get to learn about this.
Yeah, so I take stuff like that. I drink dandelion because that's, good for the heart. Sometimes my heart be having palpitations and shit like that. So, stuff like that. But I'd rather go the natural way because this is something that's from the earth.
Right.
Than me go to a pharmacy and they say, take this right here. But then when you look at it, it got all this shit in there that you don't understand.
Yeah.
I'm cool.
Right. Like, so you're playing it safe.
Yeah.
So far, have you felt different when you've been on?
And you know what's crazy? If I would stop doing all the dumb shit I do, because I still do dumb shit.
Like why? Well, please tell.
I smoke my weed and I have my motherfucking drinks, shit like that.
Right.
But if I wasn't doing none of that shit and I was straight, working out and doing straight, herbs and stuff like that, bro. Because, when you do it, like I've done it where I would do it for 2 weeks and I smoke a lot less and drink a lot less. Because I don't drink like I'm crazy, but when I do,
you feel the difference.
I feel a difference. Yeah, I feel like more alive and shit.
Yeah,
like
the energy levels up. Yeah, you're not dragging.
It's different.
And that's because the toxins have to come out.
Yeah.
And people don't realize that that's what the hangover is.
Yeah.
The hangover is your body telling you, dude, I need this shit out.
Yeah. Your liver and all that.
Your liver, it's crazy.
Your kidney, your liver.
Oh, that's very important, Brown. I was reading this and I said, I got to bring this up to Brown because I know you'll be interested. The United States accounts for less than 5% of the world's population, but represents 83% of global HDH medication.
Damn.
That number's crazy. The United States, I've said it, all right, 5% of the population of the world. That's a small percentage, but 80% of the ADHD medication consumption worldwide. This medication consumption worldwide, staggering. Imbalance has sparked debates about overdiagnosed pharmaceutical influence and differences in medical culture between the U.S. and other countries. You know what's funny, Brown? When my mother passed away, I remember the last 3 or 4 years, I used to go to her room to visit her, bro. She would have, and she didn't have ADHD, but, it's something that's a serious condition, but she would have anywhere from 7 to 12 different medications.
Oh my God.
And to me, I used to sit back and say, how can I avoid that? This is what we as humans, I don't want to talk just only about Latinos. As humans, we have to visualize and say, okay, what did my grandparents do? What did my parents do? And how can I do something different to prolong our lives? A lot of times we just go through the motions and we see our families get sick and sick and sick. And we say, okay, well, they took all these medicines, but what are they doing to prevent that?
Yeah.
And so I'm doing a lot of the work, the studies. I'm trying to go back to figure out what were the signs, man? How did they eat? What there's alcohol, were they smoking?
Yeah.
Did they get lack of sleep? Yep. Right? These things you gotta, try to figure it out, and then maybe you can implement certain things.
Yeah, reverse it.
Reverse it.
Yeah, go the other route. Go the other route.
Cut the chain, right? Yep. So critics argue that ADHD is being overdiagnosed and that medication is often used as first solution rather than the last. Very true. Others believe the U.S. system allows easier access to care, meaning more cases are properly identified and treated. This divide highlights deeper culture and healthcare differences across the nation. You know, the answer is always pills, bro.
Yeah, that's, I mean, you know, especially when you got a good medical card.
Right.
They be like, ring them up.
That's so
What's
true,
wrong with you?
bro.
Your knee hurts?
Take this.
Bam, perks.
Right.
Like,
hey, yo, a lot of people get strung out on perks.
Bro, that's horrible, bro.
Right. So the conversation continues whether the U.S. is leading in addressing ADHD awareness or falling into a cycle of over-medication. With prescriptions continue to rise, experts say more research is needed to determine whether this reflects better mental health care or an over-reliance on medication. This source comes from the World Health Organization. This is something I've been fighting for years with my own family, bro. Because, and I hate to say it, the lack of understanding, and I don't mean this, no disrespect to none of our people, the lack of education. You got to do the research, Brown.
Yeah.
You got, you know, if someone tells me, look, you got to take this pill, I'm a go beyond to figure out what's the other option. Can I go another route?
And that's why I was about to ask you, are you on any type of medication?
No, not at all. Thank the Lord.
Me neither,
bro. Not even Tylenol.
Nah, me neither. I can have a headache, bro, and I try to figure out another way than to dump pills in my body.
Absolutely.
This happened to me plenty of times, bro.
You know, that's crazy, ain't
And
it?
it's like, you need electrolytes.
Right.
Go drink a Gatorade or
You know, the only thing I ask God to do is just keep me healthy. That's all. You know, some people pray for the Ferraris. Some people pray for millions. Some people pray to be so wealthy. All I need, I can hear that song from Jay, all I need is health.
Health.
I get up in the morning, thank you. Because sometimes we underestimate what it is just to get out of bed, bro.
Oh, man. So many people who can't.
And you can see, right?
Yeah.
You can hear, you can taste. It's funny, one time I brought that up at a barbershop. You know, barbershop talk.
Oh, man.
So we was chopping it up. And they were downplaying life. And they were just kind of talking reckless. And I said, bro, do you not realize what it takes for you to get out of bed?
Yeah.
So one dude was like, what do you mean? I said, bro, do you not realize your brain has to turn on?
Yeah. It's just crazy how
your organs have to work simultaneously. The blood, the heart, constant work.
What?
Dog, the 1 minute that you get alive is fucking, excuse my French, special as itself, man.
Waking up alone, bro.
Do you not realize how complicated your body is to function? The dude answered me with, oh, that's too complicated.
Oh my.
I said, you know what? Never mind. Sometimes, bro, when you have a little bit of knowledge, just because I don't know it all, I'm still learning. But when you have a little bit of knowledge and wisdom, it can really confuse people.
Yeah.
And it's not that complicated.
I was walking in the flea market the other day, and now we talking about stuff like that. And there was this old head who had his car on, but it was just parked there. But he's standing next to it where all the exhaust is coming out, and it smelled real bad. Damn. So I said, "Yo, Pop, like, turn your car off." I said, that smells bad. You're gonna get sick. You know what he told me? I'm gonna die anyway. I said, Pop, are you serious, bro? Like,
jeez.
You're gonna force yourself to die?
Brown,
like,
they say that until they're in that bed, Brown.
Oh no! And
when they laying in that bed,
man.
Yeah, bro, they praying to God.
Please, God, help me.
It's serious. It's serious to me, and I think that we can avoid a lot of the shit that we go through. I look, I go to the doctor every year. I get my tests every year. I get all types of work because I want to be ahead of the curve. But a lot of times doctors will say, look, this is the route you should take. I'm not saying don't listen to your doctor.
Oh, no.
What I'm saying is get a second opinion.
Of course. You have to do your research, especially on medication. When they start, oh, yeah, go here. What pharmacy you want?
Right.
Like, bro, no, who said I need a pharmacy?
Right.
Immediately they go, what pharmacy do you want? It's like, you haven't even checked me yet, and you're asking me what pharmacy? Exactly. All right, though. Whatever.
Yo, it's a billion dollar industry.
What it is. It's money, bro.
It's
money.
a lot of bread, and so many people, even in my, like I bring up my family because this is what I know. It's my sample size. I've seen it, all of them.
Yeah.
All of them.
A lot of
all
old
my
heads,
family.
man.
Yeah, man.
A lot of old heads depend on medication. And you know what's crazy? They'll start off with one pill. That one pill starts damaging something else. Now they got to give them a pill for that. That one pill damaged. And then it goes down and down. Now they go from 2 pills to having 7 to 10.
10 of them. Yo, I seen it. I couldn't believe it. One time I was counting. I think I saw probably been over 10 different types of medication on my mom's dressing. Dude, I wanted to cry, bro. As a man, it broke me down because I know that wasn't necessary, right? So the United States is known for this robbery, and that's why when you saw when that CEO was gunned down, which I don't condone. But so many people were happy about that. Remember that?
Yeah.
Luigi, whatever that guy.
The dude Luigi. Yeah, Luigi, whatever.
And so many people were so happy about it. I can't say I agree with them, but I understand. The word was that he couldn't get the medication he needed, or there was something wrong with his back, and then somebody in his family. Look, what he did was wrong. You know what I mean? That shouldn't be the answer, of course, but it can get frustrating. When you see somebody you love sick, they can't afford medicine, and they know it's highway robbery, it's a game, it's a business, they're playing games with people. It's a shame, man.
Yeah, it breaks them down, man. Breaks them down big time. It's like they give people perks. Perks make you constipated. Now they go get stool softeners.
Wow.
Now it's like you just added another prescription to me, bro. Like, you serious? Like, this shit's crazy.
You know what, Brown? I look at it this way. Now that we have a lot of information, right, there's no excuse now. At least back in the day, our people didn't have the information.
Yeah.
Right?
Now you can actually
you have the information.
Research.
You do the research.
Do research now.
And not only that, you don't have to see your doctor. There's doctors that come online that see you. There's so much, especially AI now is coming up. I pray and I hope that the technology that's coming along can help the situation. But we live in a world where the mighty buck dominates, my friend.
Yeah, it's taking over.
The mighty bucks dominate.
You already know.
All right, let's have a little bit of fun, man. You want to have a little fun?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, Americans are having a record low amount of sex, even less than they did during COVID, bro.
What? They doing it less now?
Less, bro.
I mean, I know in COVID, everybody was on the freaky deaky, dog.
Yo,
I mean,
you're not getting yams. What's going on in the world, Brown? What do you think? Because I got an article here, but what would you think? What would be the reason why Americans are not having as much sex as before?
I mean, it's a lot of bullshit going on too. Like, especially being involved with somebody else, man. Like, it's just dangerous.
What do you mean? Oh, you mean to
like mess around with, like, people having sex. Okay, you talking about married people or even single people running around having sex. It's crazy out there.
It is the STDs.
It's retarded.
Listen, I'm terrified.
So you gotta be like, I'm cool. You know what I mean?
What? And not only that, and ladies, listen, you can live your life, but a lot of girls are open on that they have a roster.
Yeah.
I've seen video after video where women are telling other women, go ahead, have a roster. Shoot you. Listen, do what you do. Me personally, I ain't jumping in the sack with just anybody like I used to when I was a young boy, Brown. Just not doing it, man. I need a report. Real shit. If you need a report, listen, I need a report and you need a report.
Let me see some paperwork.
Let me see some paperwork. Let me see if you peeing blood or something. All right. So the percentage of American adults reported weekly sex has plummeted to its lowest point in modern history. According to the latest General Social Survey, only 30% of adults aged 18 to 64 say they are having sex weekly or more in 2024. This is a significant drop from 46% recorded in 2010 and then 55% in the early 1990s. So wow. 1990s was 55%, went to 46%, suggesting that this is called sex recession. So we're in a sex recession, bro.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
All right.
All right. So even during the COVID-19 lockdown, when isolation and stress disrupted romantic and physical relationships, weekly sexual activity was higher than it's today. Researchers, psychologists cites a mix of factors behind the decline, including screen addiction, that could be, right, the phone, social isolation, mental health struggles, delayed marriage, and decreased libido from lifestyle changes. This shift reflects a broader trend of declining intimacy and relationship formation in younger generations. They're saying a lot of young bucks are not getting out as much either, Brown.
Yeah.
Remember, we were out.
Yeah.
So, I mean, home. When you're out, you have a better chance, I believe. You're at the bar, you're at the club. I saw a girl recently, but it was actually two girls, and the dude asked them, do you prefer somebody contacting you online or in person. The young buck was like, in person, man. A lot of girls are missing guys approaching and on a date. They want that, bro.
Yeah. I mean, bro, it's human nature, bro.
Come on, man. You see something. Yo, the other day I was at the gym, and I'm with my client. Now that you say that. And we're working out, and there's this young girl, beautiful white girl that's in the gym. And she's young. She's probably like 22, 23. It's way too young for me, of course. Beautiful, brown, drop dead. None of the young bulls look her way. Nobody says anything to her. And she looks pleasant. She doesn't look like she's standoffish. She looks like one of them girls. Like, I can just tell. I've been around. I could look in her eyes and see that if you was to talk to her, she'll be a thorough girl. You can see her like working out, doing her thing, walking by, and I see all the young bulls not even looking her way.
She's intimidating, bro.
Yeah,
that's what it is. When these girls are like, and it's fucked up because what it is immediately you get the idea she's stuck up.
She's not. You could tell she's not, bro.
But we don't know that.
Yeah, but we're older now. I think because I'm older, I can understand.
I said we. Let me not
talking about the
younger
guys.
Yeah, what it is like I said, they look at her like.
But Brown, she doesn't have that look that is intimidating because she's not. I see her smiling at people.
Okay.
She's one of them girls that will look you in the face, and if she sees that you seem like you're a thorough dude, she's done it to me plenty of times. And listen, I'm 47 years old.
Yeah.
She look like she's in her early 20s. There's no way that I can do that.
No,
but just don't come around too much.
Yeah, like, quédate por allá.
Stay over there, mama. She's drop dead beautiful. And it's a shame because you see the guys, they kind of like, fellas, what's going on? Y'all don't like girls anymore? Let me continue.
Does she look expensive?
Not really. She doesn't, bro. She seems like maybe I'm wrong, but she seems like a thorough John, comes in, does her workout, leaves, seems pretty cool, but maybe, like I said, maybe I'm wrong. All right, while many still blame dating apps or changing culture attitudes, experts say the issue is more complex. Americans are working longer hours, very good point, socializing less in person, another good point, and facing increased economic and psychological stress. That's so true. Fewer people from lasting romantic bonds, both physically and emotionally intimacy are on the decline, impacting mental well-being and public health outcomes in long term. This source comes from the Institution for Family Studies General Survey, 1990. They did this survey from 1990 to 2024. So it's a real long survey.
Damn.
I like what this article said here. Working long hours. Right?
Yeah.
Them working long hours will kill your romantic life.
You ain't trying to come home and do nothing.
No, bro. Both parties. You're going to sleep. You're barely talking. The screen time. We're always on the phone.
Yeah.
Also, money. The economic side of it.
Yeah.
So a lot of times, like you said, maybe the girl at the gym, guys might want, but they might not be comfortable financially. And that does play a role, bro. You're probably right.
Be scared. They'd be like, I can't even.
But at least take a shot, bro. Sometimes, you know what happens? Sometimes girls get to the point where nobody's approaching. You might be that guy that she might not even be feeling, but because you took the shot, she'll give you a chance.
So if you was like 30, you would have took a shot at her?
Yeah, 29, 30. I'm coming after that. Yeah, she was, bad, bro. She walked by, I looked at her, I was like, oh, my God, bro.
That's funny.
Well, when you get older, you look at things different because maybe when you're 20, you probably like, fuck that bitch, I'll get another one.
Of course.
When you're younger, you just moving. Excuse me, I just said that not disrespectfully. That's how we used to talk, all right? So don't think I'm calling her that. But when you are in your early 20s, you kind of dismiss a lot of shorties.
Yeah.
Remember that? You remember that, huh?
You don't give a fuck.
You don't care. You like, I'll get another one. So it's crazy to me that a lot of guys are not into the whole dating thing or at least hanging out with girls. That was the thing to do when we were coming up, bro.
Yeah.
Why? I would live to just hang out with shorties.
That's how it was, though, man. Especially when there was no phones involved. You would sit on the steps with a girl and talk for 3-4 hours.
God, I ain't gonna mention her name either. I cannot mention her. I used to walk how many blocks? I probably would walk about 7 blocks when I was a young boy.
Yeah.
To go sit with a girl, all right? Chop it up all night.
Yeah. That's what it was about, bro. It was about just sitting there, just talking.
And she used to just come at me, just talk dumb shit, bro.
Yeah, just talk dumb shit.
Yeah,
but it was
on
cool.
Each other,
it was cool, bro. It was cool, though.
Dog, women are cool. Like, what world do we live in where women are not cool, bro? And you know what makes me laugh? A lot of guys are weak on women being sarcastically funny.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to this girl. I ain't gonna mention her name either.
Why is that?
Like, there was a girl at the gym, at my gym, and she just started working at the gym. And I went to go get her a protein shake. And all I said to her was, you need help back there? And we start going back and forth. Oh, you done? Because then I said, are you going to work out today? And she said, oh, I worked out already. You're too late. And then I said to her, well, it's easy. You're just making shakes back here. Started cracking up and laughing. Brown, I swear, we were standing there for about 10 minutes just roasting each other, bro. I don't even know this girl.
It was cool.
It was cool,
yeah,
bro.
Cool.
Fellas, let me tell you something. Just say something silly to these women, bro. It doesn't even have to be funny. She's probably so craving attention that she might laugh and you might meet a new friend, bro. It doesn't have to become a sexual thing.
No.
It could just be on some thorough shit, bro. Yep. And then she told me, oh, I work construction. I said, what, in finance? She was like, I can't stand you. She told me, I hate you.
Yeah, that's funny.
And then she said, you know what, you're right. I do work in finance.
Really?
I said, you don't look like the type to have a sledgehammer. Dude, the shorty was beautiful. Blonde hair, blue eyes, bad, young. But the problem is, a lot of men don't have the balls to just initiate conversation. Yeah, they so
fucking stuck up themselves.
Right, say something to her, bro. Even if it's something stupid. Listen, even if she says, "Are you a cornball? Get away." All right, at least you took the shot.
Yeah. But
don't be afraid to get knocked down.
They can't take that. That's what it is.
Why not? What are you scared?
No, I mean, I guess. They just don't.
That's crazy. It's a shame. And you know what's happening? A lot of women are turning to women, man. I'm not knocking it.
And a lot of guys are turning to guys.
Wait a minute. There's a confused world out there, Brown.
I don't know, Pop.
What the
I don't know, Pop. I'm old school.
Me too,
the old
man.
school way.
I'm old school.
My uncles raised me a certain way. My man, so I'm gonna stay the way I am.
Yo,
bro.
it amazes me that we've come this far where, because women are educated now, because women are boss babes, and they are independent. So now you're not going to like her because of that? I understand that that's a difficult thing because men want to be providers. I get all that. I get it. But the reality is, this is where we're at when it comes to women, bro.
I think that's so sad that guys are like that because it's like, bro, if you meet a girl, right? Or a woman, let's say a woman.
Yeah, let's say.
And she's on top of her game. She's like big shit in her company and she knows all this information and she get money. Why are you even like so intimidated? Like, if anything, you're supposed to be like, yeah, that's what's up, baby girl. Like, that's what's up.
You know why, Brown? And guys are going to hate me saying this. You can't control her. Yeah, I mean. They can't dominate her. It's all about control, Brown. And so women have a little bit more leverage. I like women like that because she's not all over me. Yeah. I don't want you to be around me 24/7. Yeah. I don't want you to call me to help you pay your cell phone bill. I don't want you to call me to help you get ahead. Yeah. If you meet that type of girl and y'all do it together, fine. Yeah. But I'm the type of guy, I like a girl that pulls up in her own shit. Yeah, of course. I like a girl that has her own thing, so I don't get intimidated by that. No. I actually like it, man, to be honest.
Of course, bro. That shit is dope as shit, bro.
Dope. Do your thing. Call me when you're not busy. We don't have to talk every day. No. Call me when you're not busy. You a boss, babe. Go do your boss thing. You want to get dick down, have a laugh? Come call me.
Damn, Bob.
Most girls today, Brown, let's keep it a buck.
They don't want to,
A lot of girls don't really care about committed relationships. Nah. Let's keep it real. These girls nowadays are so successful. They ain't got time for it. They ain't got time for it. Now, what happens is, look, this is how it goes. You could be dating, you can have your roster. Everybody can have a roster. The girl can have a roster, you can have a roster. But guess what happens in time? When two people meet and that vibe's right, everybody gets weaved.
Yep, of course.
Everybody gets pushed.
Start cutting them off.
Because when you meet something that's worth it, all right, you know what?
Yeah. I mean, that's how it goes.
That's how it always goes that way.
How I go down.
Fellas, let me explain something to you. I can't talk about in the woman's life because I'm not a chick. I'm talking to the guys. When you meet a woman, she has a roster. That doesn't mean she's sleeping with everybody. Trust me, Billy, Henry, the mechanic, Heck over there, Gualdo over there, Willie Will over here, the mailman, they all cool with her. And she might have them just hanging around. Call them one day. And then here you come. And now you can knock like a bowling ball. Bow, you can knock them all out the way because she sees value in you. Yep. You have to stand out. And you know how you do that? By being a thorough bull. Don't get jealous. Don't argue. Don't fight. Do your thing. Stick to your purpose.
Be on your chill shit, bro. That's the best way.
You know what works when you don't care? Not that you don't care about her, you care more about yourself.
Yeah, when
you know
you're
what I mean?
On some cool shit.
Cool
do your thing. Don't even worry about it. I'll holler at you whenever and all that.
You think if a chick like you, she ain't gonna call you, bro? Where you at?
Of course.
Where you at? Let's go to AC. Let's take a weekend. Let's go. Yo, you know what's thorough? When you meet a shorty, she be like, come on, let's just go to AC.
Yeah.
Get a room for the weekend. Let's go get some good
Text
food.
you here
Pop, and she get dressed up. You get dressed up. Do you not realize what kind of beauty of yo, people don't understand that. You look better when you got a baddie by your side.
Yeah. Bro. I mean, you know that takes time. When you get older,
it's much easier when you get older.
Understand when you get older.
Yup. Yo, we sound like fathers right now. Like
I am one.
No, I mean, you know how when dad used to be like,
no, yeah.
You understand when you get older.
Como yo, viejo como yo.
Cabrón, tú vas a ver. But it's true, though. But yo, you're so right. Like, as you get older, you see things different, man. You're not in a rush. You want to take your time. Not only that, you don't have to smash every girl you meet.
No.
Yo, some of these girls you meet can help you with your business.
I've
met a lot of women that give me decent pointers, man. And then now, I'm not
especially
saying that,
when you keep them as friends.
Right. Well, they're more business associates. That's how I look at them. I don't really like having females as friends, women as friends, unless there's something that we're gaining for each other.
Of course.
Like, don't call me because that's just me. I'm not saying, if fellas like that, friends, I like having business associates. Like, what do you got going on? How can we make money together?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
saying?
saying?
Figure some shit out.
Let's get this bread, man. You got some type of knowledge. I got some type of knowledge. Let's put it together and get this bread. Mm-hmm. Or we smash it. It's one or the other. Some people say, why don't you smash and get the bread? I don't want to smash with girls that I'm getting bread with because it fucks up the bread, bro.
Yeah, you can't do that.
I don't like doing it.
Especially in the business world.
No, sir.
Don't do it.
Don't mix business with pleasure, people. You know what I mean?
Well, see, bro,
check this out. This is very important, this subject here, because this goes for the youth and maybe for the older people. This is for men and women. Okay. The argument has always been, enjoy your life in your 20s, right? Enjoy it as having fun. Drink. That's what I did. I'm not going to call it a waste, but I lived that life when I was a young boy. You did too.
Yeah.
And what I mean is different girls, one night stands, going to bars, going to clubs, smoking, drinking, banging out cars,
partying.
Just in the street, rolling.
Not caring until
I get right. Yeah, none of that until I was in my late 20s, 30s. Once I got into my 30s, then business, just slowing down came into my life. I said, all right. But then there's other people that in their 20s, they study, they work, business, right? And then later on, when they're in their 40s, their 50s, they party, have fun. What do you think is better, Brown? Do you think it's better to have your fun early than get into the reality of structure, finances, business when you're older? What do you think would be better?
I mean, if I could do it all over again, I would have started when I was younger.
Yeah.
So at this point, I'm comfortable. I could party.
But would you be relaxed? A lot of dudes go crazy when they get older and they get out and on that scene. I've seen it.
I mean, I know I would have been super successful if I would have did it the other way. That's why I'm saying that.
Yeah.
So at this point, I would have had money to turn off when I want.
But would you have the experience to handle the women? Like, now you're more knowledgeable.
Probably,
a lot of dudes get played when they're older. It's like the athlete that never really experienced the girls, and then they get this type of bread, and then they go nuts. So it's kind of never know.
It's kind of weird. Like, I guess you got to experience it to know, really.
Yeah.
I went the other route, so it's different.
But long as you're alive, you can change.
Of course.
Let me read this for you. You can have a great social life at 20 or be successful, but you can't do both. I'll say it again. You can have a great life, a social life at 20 or be successful, but you can't do both.
Oh, shit.
Planter CEO Alex Karp made waves online after stating, you can have a great social life at 20 or be successful, but you can't do both. His blunt take highlights the trade-off many young entrepreneurs and high performers face early in their careers. Karp, known for his intense work ethic and leadership style, suggests that building a real successful life requires short-term sacrifices. So true. While some disagree with his philosophy, others argue it reflects an uncomfortable truth. Time is limited, and priorities matter. The early 20s are often framed as a time for fun, travel, and friendship. But for those chasing uncommon levels of success, the grind often takes precedence. Carb's quote has spoken debate across social media about what balance really looks like when you're building something great. His message is simple, but polarizing. If you're serious about winning early, you'll have to miss out on some of the things most people depend on. What kind of life you want to build? Source is CEO Alex Kurp, 2024 TechCrunch interview. That's so true, Brown. Because if you think about all the money we spent, hundreds of thousands, bro. People don't realize. Think about the thousands of dollars we spent going to bars and clubs. So my message to the people is, if you're young, you're an entrepreneur, don't worry about the girls and the fun out there, people. Ladies, all the girl trips and all the fun that you think you're missing out on, it's going to be there when you're older.
Of course, of course.
Go for what your passion is, man. Have fun later. That's the advice I would give you now that I'm 47 years old. You can still balance it out and have a little bit of fun. Just don't overdo it, because we were out of pocket when we were young, Brown. Brown, I couldn't stay in the house all the week.
Nah. It was. I mean, you know what it is. Since we were thorough ass dudes, we knew everybody. So, like, come on, bro. Like, what club owner I didn't know?
Right.
We in there.
And not too many people can experience being in 2021, walking into an establishment. They know you by your first name.
Yeah.
They're giving you free drink.
Yeah.
The girl's on your top.
Security ain't
searching you.
I'm in there. Pop, like, what up?
In there, bro.
Shit crazy.
It was such a great feeling, man.
Yeah,
That experience delays success sometimes because you overdo it.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to tell the youth is, if you have a dream and you have something that you really want to go after it, leave the partying alone.
Yeah, go after it now.
Go after it now, bro.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say earlier. Like, I would have went totally.
Me too.
Totally different.
But guess what? I'm gonna be honest now. Because I experienced that, because we experienced that life, I'm so much calmer now at 47. It is sad to see a dude, I know him. I know a lot of dudes 40, 50, they still in clubs. They still trying to get orgies on and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they still trying to meet new women, all that. That's like...
Motherfuckers be like 50-something years old with the sad face in the bar with their whole face hanging.
Right.
Like, you nut-ass nigga, take your ass home,
Take
bro.
your
like,
ass home.
What is wrong with you,
3
bro?
in the morning, you out here. I don't know. To me, that's sad. And that's the scary part, that you can become successful, and then as you get older, you try to date these young girls, they taking your money. You become a sugar daddy. You have to pay, because guess what? Most dudes, as they get older, a lot of dudes, they not looking that great. You might have the money in the world, but you spend all this time working. You overweight. Damn, you got a pop belly. You can't home.
Pop belly. You can't home.
Bro, this was a good interview, bro.
Yeah, you already know, bro. Like always.
It's like I'm always interviewing you. Like, this is a good episode.
I got to start interviewing you.
Yeah, this is a good episode, Brown. I think this is episode 26, baby. Episode 26. And people, we got a lot going on, Brown. We got a lot of interviews coming up.
We got some good interviews coming up.
Good interviews. This month is Hispanic Heritage Month, Brown. You know.
There you go.
So I mean, well, it was weird because it went from September into October.
Fast.
Yeah. No, what I'm saying, the Heritage Month.
But what I mean is the September went.
Yeah.
I feel like September flew, bro.
Yeah, they all fly when you get older, bro.
Oh, damn.
They all fly when you get older. I'll be 48. 2026, I'll be 48.
When?
How old are you gonna be again? Got him. He doesn't want to tell people his age. If anybody knows his age, let me know.
When I start growing a beard.
You getting the Philly beard. Yo, they were just mocking us recently.
I'm going to tell you how
some shorty was like, all these guys in Philly have beards.
I don't shave nothing, bro. This just me.
Yeah, we're going to have to put some chia pet juice on.
Nah. I'm cool, bro.
You don't want full beard?
Nah, for what?
Nah, I don't.
I'm forever young, Pop.
Forever young. Yo, people always say, get a beard. Nah,
I'm good,
Nah,
Pop.
I'm good. And not only that, all the Philly dudes, shout out to all my homies, shout out to Pimp, shout out to Price, all my good homies.
If it's for you, it's for you, bro.
They got some syrup of Andrew Powell, thorough beards, but it's not, it bothers my face.
Yeah, I can't do it.
I like when girls touch my face. Pero lindo. I like that.
Que lindo.
Yeah. Brown, what's your last words, bro?
Like always, I'm always say the same thing, man. Stay humble, stay peaceful. Love yourself.
Love yourself. And shout out to all the new podcasters.
And there's a lot of new podcasters that's coming out.
Yeah,
shout out to y'all.
Good luck, man. Good luck with everything, man.
And keep grinding, man. Don't stop, man.
Don't stop.
Keep going, man.
There's a lot of new podcasters out there. We'll show love out.
That's what's up.
Yeah, you know I mean, I want to thank everybody for showing us a lot of love. We're getting a lot of love. A lot of people want to come on the show. We can't get everybody on.
Yeah.
All right. Again, people, you need a story. I can't. I get phone calls and texts. Oh, I want to get on, and you just want to chop it up about dumb shit. There has to be a story.
We need something to talk about.
Give me something to talk about, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And, good story.
Good story. Brown, the Eagles played Denver. What's the score before that game comes on Sunday?
We're going to beat them by like 2 touchdowns.
2 touchdowns, I like that. 28-14, I give
2 touchdowns.
Thank you for joining us, Thorough Talks 215. You already know. Subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Thank you for showing love. Episode 26.